welcome to Wallsmashers. Dude, no way. That's how we start.
I hate
Thank you.
this.
This is
Oh my god, I'm so
Wallsmashers.
mad I wasn't even fucking record. I'm so fucking pissed off right
I
now.
am.
Oh my god, dude.
I was recording the whole time
Hey.
since I joined. I thought that was the point. I thought you guys started without me.
I'm recording now. No, because like I said, we hadn't started yet. Okay.
This is a very scuffed start
I
to
hate
Wallsmashers
this.
recorded. We're not doing a live show tonight, guys. We're not doing a live
This
show
is
tonight.
why we usually
What?
fucking
This isn't
do
live? Oh my goodness. I can't believe it, bro. I cannot believe it. Do my ears deceive me?
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Wait, you tell me there's no live chat right now? What am I reading on screen?
No,
then?
there's...
Editor,
Are you
what
alive?
is a fake live chat?
Dude. Anyway,
Shani's having
I
a
can do
schizo
that.
moment.
I can do that. Is your chat very active? I can put it in here for you.
my chat's very active.
I was talking to you.
Oh, mine, no. I don't scream like that.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching Wallsmashers with Maggot, Reese, and Coach Shiny. And let's get right into
Howdy.
this shit. What an awesome
Everybody
start.
hates each other right now in this
my
show. Okay,
No.
we all are very angry and hate each other.
Man,
And
what?
I don't.
Yo,
I
who
do
is
not hate
we, bro?
anyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't be hating anybody.
look, shiny,
Except
shiny. Look,
British
you're,
people.
You're a fly
What the
on
fuck?
the wall here. So whenever I say we, just know that I'm not including you. Okay,
Alright,
I'm
good.
not.
Everyone loves Shiny. They just don't
I
like me.
acknowledge your presence as it is. I know you are not really involved in any of this. It's not even supposed to
True.
be offensive, really.
I'm
Not about
the,
Shiny,
I'm
bro.
I'm
What
like
the
the
fuck?
normie you guys gotta have on here to translate for everybody else.
Yeah.
So true, bro. Some translator. So true, bro. So
Oh,
true.
for the normies, shiny. I don't know about that one, buddy. I don't know if you're for the normies, but okay.
Maybe I'm just here for the comedic effect then. I'm just the funniest. The funniest in all the land.
Okay, dude. Yeah, okay, dude. Whatever you
I
say,
do think
bro.
you're funny. That's why I requested you be added. So that's true. I agree.
Look at you, Shiny. You got your first
Let's
fan.
go. Wait, first,
Big
I've
fan.
uploaded videos before you. I don't want
I'm
to
not
hear
big
it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're
Get on.
stealing my IRL content.
Stealing, bro. What the fuck? That's just you. That's just you out in the land.
Don't ever
In the
unprivate those
wild.
videos, please. Don't ever
Alright.
unprivate those.
All right.
Dude.
What if I made the Patreon?
That would be like in the
exclusives?
biggest.
Wait,
That'd
what?
be in
How much for you to unprivate those videos?
Mm-hmm.
No, no,
Everybody has a
please.
price.
I can be
Uh,
bought for
Yeah.
a price.
No.
Yeah,
No, that's gonna be in
everybody
every.
has a price.
This is gonna be in every Byrne exposed video. If Shiny unlist those.
Well, that's
Bro.
right. Shiny's in real life for you, right? I forgot about
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
You stole my IRL content before I
That's
was
not
even
stealing,
content.
bro. You weren't recording. I was. That's not stealing
You're
content.
stealing my likeness, bro.
You
You're
Bro.
stealing
you
my
stole his gimmick. You stole his gimmick, bro, and that's what it sounds like.
True. That's true.
Oh.
True. Hold on.
No,
hold
I
on,
was
let her
live
cook, let her
first.
cook.
I was live first.
No, you
right?
weren't. No, you weren't, bro. I
Reese,
think
I
I've
swear to
had
God,
live
Reese
streams
is
from like
always so
20.
quiet.
I want
I have
I
Reese
know,
at
I'd li-
200% right now.
like
and
2016.
it's still so-
Bruh. Oh, am I still fucking quiet? I'm gonna come closer to my fucking mic then.
Oh, you were still quiet. I'm gonna come closer to the microphone.
Kill
then.
yourself,
Not
Shiny.
right. Not
dude.
right.
Hey,
Look, we don't need your British.
Get a
hate.
new
Dude,
joke.
dude.
Oh, I'm getting you
Okay.
joke. Where's your material?
Okay, dude. But
All
yeah,
right,
you
so-
stole my gimmick of
Anyway.
like.
Bro,
everything.
So if we're
You-
gonna
you-
get into this first
I
subject,
have
we're
streams
gonna
from
get
9 years ago. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking
I'm gonna
hear
look
it,
that
Byrne.
up. I'm gonna be looking that up and editing
They're
it
private.
into the
They're privated.
things. So now you're a fucking liar because I can't prove that. You
Well,
know
I
why
can
they
prove it.
recorded? We record because I edit things into the episode. You know.
Oh,
So now,
I'll send you a
now
screenshot
you're
then.
a liar. Yeah,
All
thank
right, I'll send you a
Appreciate it.
screenshot.
Damn, Shiny being like cooperative. That's not a wall smasher like.
On
Still.
one condition.
That's not
I'll
Wall
send you a
Smashers, like.
screenshot if you
Uh-huh.
can edit me in a green screen plane crash of 9/11 right now.
I could probably do that. I mean, not
Alright.
right now, but when
Now?
I'm editing it, yeah, I could
Okay.
probably do that.
I
Bro's
meant
an-
now is in
Bro's an
this
ex-
timestamp. At this timestamp.
Okay, cool.
Sure. Yeah.
I hate
Right
it.
there.
4:55 for
Everybody
me.
just died. 9/11 right there, happening before our
2000.
very eyes.
R.I.P.
Well, those were potential YouTubers that have been dead. Okay. Where was
Oh
Jo-
no,
No,
not the
they
potential
weren't.
YouTubers.
They weren't. They were all a bunch of like,
potential?
fucking
Potential. They
business
could have
people.
been
Oh,
big, but
no.
the only
Oh,
thing
no.
that happened was a
buddy.
big plane hitting their fucking like cubicle. Okay, that was the only thing that hit.
Not the cubicle.
Yeah. Well.
It's like a whole building, buddy. 2 of them, in
What?
fact.
Well, either way, that
3 of
potential
them if you count
YouTuber
the
got their
Pentagon.
ass splatted against the fucking jet nose. Okay.
So, Byrne, I think it's only fair that you start this segment because I think that you in particular need to lay your argument out first before I speak on it. So,
About on Midna.
mhm.
Yeah. She called in to my stream. Just being casual. I asked like Cinna came up with the idea because she was already plastered. Cinna came up with the
So
idea to
it
tell
was
her.
Cinna because in the
Yeah,
stream
Cinna.
she said it was you that asked her to do it.
Well, Cinna came up with the idea. I asked her to do it.
Okay.
To read the Declaration of Independence. She was like she started reading it.
The independence of declaration, as she put it, but yes.
Yeah, because she's fucking drunk as fuck.
I'm sorry. Okay, really quick before we keep going. She said that she drank 4 whatever they were, and they were 7% alcohol, and she was that trashed. Give me a break, dude. Like, I'm
4
sorry, just give me a
beers.
break, dude. I don't touch anything less
true.
than fucking 30 proof. Okay, that bitch is a
Oh,
lightweight.
God.
Continue.
Yo, Maggot is black for real? I had no clue.
Oh,
I apologize.
Wow.
I was unfamiliar with your game.
My God,
Maggot, you're invited to
bro,
the
I
cookout.
can't do this segment if you're gonna be like.
You're invited to the
this.
cookout, Maggot.
Thank you.
Fuck off! Fuck off!
Wait, so are we going over our favorite amendment of the Constitution?
No.
1 second.
Continue, Byrne. Continue, Byrne.
God, dude, oh my God. No, this is what happened on stream, which is unlisted, by the way, and it will never go unlisted. Yeah, I asked her to read the Declaration of Independence. She started reading it. Of course, people were having conversations, but she was still reading it. And then Joe called in, and then everything kind of went downhill from there. He told her to shut up. Shut up, cunt. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And she fought back, and then he fought back. I mean, like, it was just a really weird moment in time, seeing 2 of my friends fighting at the same time over really nothing important.
Damn.
Mhm.
Reminds me of my
But,
parents fighting in front of me when I was a kid.
I hate you
So
so
true.
much. I
So true.
hate bro. Fuck, I can't do this if you're gonna be like this. Holy
Bro,
fuck.
what do you expect anything
You
less
have
from
to
me?
work around it. You have to work around it, Byrne. This is what Wallsmashers is, okay?
I am the
I
agent of
can't work
chaos.
around. I'm not Badwick. Badwick needs to come home. Anyway, bro, he's making videos, but he ain't coming home.
So true.
I know that like there was multiple points where the argument went up, like really in flames. Midna threatened to rape him, and he was like talking
Ooh,
shit about her
spicy.
husband. Yeah, my favorite topic, rape. And
Chat, clip that, clip
it was-
that. Live chat, clip that.
I hate you
I'm the
so
clipper.
much.
I'm the clipper here, buddy.
I
You don't
hate
need to worry
you
about it.
so much. But I don't know what Maggot's argument is. I know you're very anti like Midna.
Mhm. That's true.
I'm very pro
I do hate
Midna.
that bitch. I do hate that bitch. That is true.
Oof.
And it's okay to hate people. I understand why the hate is. I just don't find it. My argument is I don't think it was necessary for to bring up her husband and to.
Okay. I don't think it was necessary for her to call Joe a rapist several times either, or to say that she wanted to rape Joe several times either. And to be clear, she also brought up her husband first because Joe made a joke about how you're the type of girl who no man will be. She actually is the one who brought up her husband, not Joe. It wasn't until after she brought him up that he became a part of the conversation.
Sure, but do you think it would be appropriate to tell that person that they should kill
Do you
themselves?
think it's appropriate that she says that Joe's a rapist?
I know. I mean,
and
I
that she
told
wants to rape
she's even
him?
admitted to me that yeah, she was being really retarded. but I don't think it's.
Okay, so why are we laying
really-
the hammer on Joe then?
What do you mean laying the hammer on Joe?
Order.
I mean, you're
All
kind
right.
of
I
putting,
feel like
you're
I
kind
feel
of
like
putting the
a I
whole
feel like a
thing on
judge.
Joe because of something he said, which, by the way, like, kill yourself is like so normalized in this space anyways. Like, I listened to the whole thing more than once, and I don't think that it was really anything more than what most people would be saying in this space.
Sure, but I can still feel like it wasn't appropriate to tell that like the husband should
I just
kill
think
himself.
I think your distribution of how you feel about this is just not even. I don't think it's even. I think you're being biased in Midna's favor, and
Yes,
it's
I
annoying
even
to
told
me.
Joe. I
It's
even told
annoying to
Joe.
me. I understand, and it's annoying to me because this is the exact kind of behavior that we are always adamantly against. We are always adamantly against this. I know you don't like this word, but I'm going to use it because this is the context in which I need to use it. We are adamantly against this sweepy cabal behavior that we see from these bigger creators. And like the whole attitude that you've had about this Midna thing where you don't want to talk about it is that exact behavior. Like, just because we're smaller in the grand scheme doesn't mean that it's not engaging in the same kind of behavior. Like, it's literally just the same like cabal-y bullshit that the bigger creators engage in because their friend was involved in this, so now we're not going to talk about it. And I refuse to engage in that whatsoever, like in any capacity.
Sure, but
Mm.
it's weird for me because it's two friends of mine that are going at it. I did not. I want this on record.
But, okay,
I
but
did
Byrne,
not
this is the
cause
thing.
this.
Byrne, this is the thing. I don't think you caused this. I want to be very clear. I don't think Byrne was a fucking mastermind of anything here, okay? I just want to be clear that from the conversations we've had about it, it really seems like you are leaning more on Joe being the problem in this situation than Midna, when arguably, look, and I am biased too. Don't get it twisted. I'm absolutely biased against Midna. I don't really like her. I actually don't hate Midna, but like, she has gone out of her way to be a fucking asshole to me for no reason, even in situations where I was like being nice to her. Simply because she surrounds herself with people who don't like me. So it's not even that I'm like, it's like that. But it does really seem like you're putting a lot of this on Joe, when in reality, Midna was actually a big portion of the problem in this stream, because it's just like what Joe said. He calls in, okay, and I'll be including all these clips, okay? He calls in, you say hi to him, Cinna says hi to him, she continues to read. And she keeps going. She
I
gets
asked her
muted.
to.
You asked her to stop several times throughout this, Byrne.
I don't believe so. I didn't.
You did. You did. You asked her to stop several times. So did Cinna.
I don't. You can put the clip. I don't remember that.
Okay, I will.
I'm gonna start saying the N-word with a hard R if she doesn't
He
stop
has
fucking
erected
speaking.
her
Please,
hormone
please stop! Please stop! No more! No
and
more!
sent
More!
to his
Please stop!
phone.
More!
To her ass off and eat out their substance. Among us, in times of peace,
Joe, what the
standing
fuck? I'm
on
lying.
without their consent.
Shut up!
Without their
Nobody
consent.
cares.
Oh,
Nobody
cares.
Nobody cares. You're a
Oh,
woman.
please.
You're screaming and you're
Very
old.
independent of and superior to the civil power.
Midna.
I've got a good accent.
No.
You're a woman. You should be cooking and used as a whole. Shut the fuck up and quit reading. You're supposed to read to yourself, you fucking retard loser moron.
Oh my god!
Anybody can raise their voice.
Classic rivalry.
I'm taking off my headphones. Jesus Christ.
Ordering large bodies of armed troops among us for protecting them
Among
by
us.
a mock trial.
You're the type of
By
woman who
any
gets beat by their
murder
boyfriend
they
and
should
proceeds to
commit
tell
on the
everybody that he's still a good
inhabitants
man.
of
Okay,
their
dude.
state.
Okay.
Cutting off our
Midna.
trade with all
Midna.
Wait,
parties
why is Rep here? Who pulled
for
Rep?
imposing taxes
Midna.
on us without
Midna.
our consent. For
Midna.
depriving us in many cases of the
Midna.
benefits of trial by jury.
Joe has this is what you
She's
do,
going
Byrne.
with the
This is what you do, Byrne. You just have people fucking yell and scream over you the entire time you fucking stream.
Well, not all the time.
Kinda.
For abolishing the free system of English laws.
Okay, can you fucking
Yeah,
stop?
everyone's hating the shit right now.
Please.
Midna, seriously, you might want to quit.
I was just gonna come in and say have a good stream, but I didn't realize I had to have a fucking bitch yap over everybody and fucking reading the Communist Manifesto.
Anyway.
So, anyways,
What? No more reading, please. No more.
Midna, Midna, please stop.
No more.
I do beg. Please, just
I need to
Because I don't really rewatch my own content, to be fair.
That's fair.
No,
but, like,
you don't. You don't
she
want to hear
kept
the sound of
reading.
your own
No.
voice and stroke to it.
I know.
No,
I hate my own voice too, but I do
It's
watch
just
content that I'm in. So
because there's other things that are like more like sure the content on my channel is interesting and it's like it
this is why he
serves
has
its
to pay for a
purpose.
clipper. He has to pay for a clipper because he can't do it himself because he's not watching the fucking content.
Damn.
No, I
That's
don't.
why.
I mean, the
Exactly.
the
Kind of
only
based.
sad thing, dude. I hate this. I hate this so much. The only thing I'll rewatch is like the 58 podcast. There's one episode where like Tony's like, why are pedophiles? Why is that illegal? And everyone just like fucking scream
Huh?
like scream laughs. It's
Yeah, that's
yeah, dude. Yeah. Tony's like, why are pedophiles? Why is that illegal? I watch that all the time because it's just hilarious. The guy was like asking why pedophilia was illegal. I find that hilarious. That's the only thing I'll rewatch out of like my stuff.
That's crazy.
So I just think that, and again, people are gonna think I'm just being biased here, but I think objectively, Midna was in the wrong for a good portion of this situation. Like, should Joe have gone in and said "shut up, bitch" and "cunt"? Maybe not, but also this is commentary, and that's like fucking par for the course. Like that's nothing, dude. Like that's most of our fucking Mondays or Tuesdays. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck cares, bro? It sounds like she's just thin skinned to me. But she went on to lie several times throughout her conversation with Joe as well, where she states that, and I'll be including these clips, like I said. She goes on to state that she was trying to actually talk to Joe when he first called in, which is so easily provably not true because she continued to read the entire time. When he joined the call and you guys said hey to him, she continued to read, mutes her. She gets unmuted and continues to read. At no point did she actually try to engage in any conversation with Joe until he left the call. And she sat there and mauled and pissed and moaned because he called her an annoying fucking bitch who wouldn't shut up. And then, conveniently later on down the road, turns it into her being the victim somehow.
You have to cut this out. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
My recording for some reason just ended.
It's alright, I got the whole
I'm
thing.
still recording.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Elban.
No, continue. I gotta make sure I have. Maybe that's why. Hold on. Just continue. Just continue.
Well, I don't want to go if it's not not recording, whatever. I mean, I'll put my audio in here. It sucks that I have to use my audio because it's not that great, but.
Okay, we're still okay. Now we're back to record. I don't know why it stopped recording, but go ahead.
Like I said,
I have plenty of room. I don't know why it stopped
well,
recording.
now it just sucks now because now I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I have to. So, again, Joe calls in. You guys say hey to him. She is reading when he calls in. She continues reading. He sits there for like 2 minutes in silence. She's still reading. She gets muted. He says whatever, and then as soon as she gets unmuted, she begins reading again. And that was just what happened until Joe left the call, at which point she mauled and pissed and moaned about the fact that she got muted. She actually blamed you for getting muted because she thought you did it at first, when in reality it was Joe because he couldn't fucking get a word in edgewise.
Let's let Joe come back in so I can talk to him while I'm not muted by Byrne. So I can actually talk back.
Oh, I didn't mute you. I think someone else did. I think Joe did.
And then later on down the road, again, like I said, she goes on to try to play victim and turn it around on Joe and claims that, well, I was trying to talk to you.
Didn't hear that, but
Who's
either
in
or,
waiting?
I literally was just
keep
trying to
him
fucking
waiting.
talk to you, Joe. You came in here yelling at me. Okay, I just want to say, Joe, number one, I don't give a fuck about any of this. What actually is retarded to me is that you muted me. You muted me. I couldn't talk to you. Manly proposing with manly firmness.
What's up, Joe?
Hi, Joe.
Has refused for a long time after such disobedience to cause others be elected, whereby the legislative power is incapable of annihilation to protect people at large for the exercise of the statement
What the fuck?
in the
What the
meantime,
fuck is this nigga on about?
the changes of invasion about the convulsions within.
Shut the fuck up, bitch! You don't care about us! What happened? Shut up!
Is refusing to pass out its
Read the fucking Bible, cunt!
and raising the conditions of new appropriation of land. I told you to
You
come
weren't
back,
trying.
and
You
then
weren't trying to
started
talk to me.
calling me a
No,
cunt
no, no, no,
and
no, no,
started
no,
attacking my husband.
Well,
Like,
hold
who
on,
the
bitch.
fuck
Hold on.
Are you? No, Joe, I need you to understand that
Don't
you're
misconstrue.
literally acting like a fucking
Don't
crazy
misconstrue. Don't misconstrue. I came in and you would not shut up for the life of you reading your Twilight
This
fan
is your
fiction or
stream,
whatever
Joe?
the fuck.
Is this your fucking stream, Joe? Is this your fucking stream?
Is it your stream? Is it your stream?
Then he would tell me to stop. Okay?
No, he wouldn't. No, because
Yes,
Byrne
he
is.
would. Yes,
Byrne
he
is.
fucking would.
No,
yes,
no,
he fucking would. Yes, he fucking would.
See, you won't let me
No,
explain.
The clips are there, sweetie. Like the proof is in the pudding. You did not at any point try to talk to Joe until after he left the first time because you were fucking pissy about what he said to you. That's it. At no point when you were doing your reading bullshit did you try to actually talk to Joe. At no point. In fact, you kept reading over people trying to engage with Joe when he came into the call. Joe made a joke about how she's like the type of girl that no guy would want to fucking be with, which honestly I kind of agree with. But and then she brought up her husband. She brought up her husband, not Joe.
That's
Drop
exactly
the
what-
Communist Manifesto, get in the kitchen, and prepare for your husband
That
that
was
you probably
the-
won't
that was
have
the-
because you have the worst voice I've ever heard in my entire life. Have a good night.
Okay.
I think it's
Oh,
really
God.
funny that Joe
Oh,
said
shit,
I
Skelly.
won't ever have a husband
Should
on
I-
account of
hey,
I've had a
guys,
husband
guys,
for over 8
dice
years.
roll.
You know what
Should I
mean?
let Skelly-
You don't
Even
have
a man, with a micro penis will not marry you if you're fucking incessant nagging bitch.
I've been married for 10 years, but please go on.
Just because he wants to shoot himself every day doesn't mean anything. You
Oh,
know?
he shoots himself
Obvi-
inside me
obvious-
every day. Go ahead, but keep
Obviously, he's oblivious. Like he's oblivious to the fact that one day the gun barrel will go to the bottom of his chin, and he's gonna pull the trigger until the gun goes click, which will be one time because he's only gonna load one bullet till his brains explode. all
Oh,
over
I
the
didn't mean to
wall.
do that. I didn't mean to press B.
Oh, I'm
Fuck.
sorry. I'm so sad for you.
I'm happy that man found a woman. He goes, I guess I
Oh,
can
he
settle.
just literally
I'm
came up
desperate.
and kissed me. Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, that's called being desperate.
Wow.
I'm gonna go and kiss the girl who looks like she's autistic and will never have love in her
Yeah.
life unless I kiss her.
And then later on down the road, she turns around and acts like a victim and acts like, well, you brought up my husband. And it's like, no, actually, no. Actually, you brought that up, not Joe. And you're fucking, how gay are you to sit here and turn this around like he's the one who did it when you're the one who brought it up? It's perfectly fine for you to sit here and say that Joe is your rapist and that you want to rape Joe.
I hope they
Wait.
are.
My rapist isn't waiting.
That's
Good.
fucking.
I
That's
guess.
that's Rev. That's Rev.
Oh, I thought that was Joe.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me bring him in.
No, I want to
You're not
end.
my rapist. Joe is my rapist. I just want to make that clear.
Oh my god.
You just kicked.
Jeez. Rev is
Okay, I'm
like
sorry, I'll stop.
very
I'll stop.
Joe-
I
insane
shouldn't be
people.
doing that. I shouldn't be doing that. I'm a grown ass
Joe,
fucking
if
man.
you're listening, can you come back, please? Joe?
Wait, why?
He came in for a quick high. He's not coming back.
Because
I'm
he
sorry to
came
tell
in
you.
here, raped
He
me,
came in.
and then
Oh,
like wiped his cum off of his dick, splattered it all over the floor, and then walked away and then muted me the whole time.
Oh, you know.
I don't
Well,
appreciate
that's
that, dude.
not-
At least he was polite enough not to leave it inside.
Well, he
Yep.
was polite. I also would like to say that your butthole is probably so wide
It's
that
true.
you could fill 100
Yes.
hot dogs in it, and I would like to try
Yep.
it. Can I come over and try
No,
that?
dogs, not the hot
Muscle
dogs,
help.
man.
Can I come over and put 100 hot dogs in your ass?
All of what you said is 100% correct, except for the fact
Yeah.
that if you came to my house, I
Yeah.
would put 9mm straight into you.
Into
so
my ass? Can you put it in my ass?
It would be in the
Wow.
ass.
Joe,
It
Joe,
would be in
Joe.
the chest.
We can
the
we can
skull.
share it. We can share it. We can share hot dogs. Let's share hot dogs.
Listen, my
I'll
hot
suck on
dog
it first,
asshole, my
and then
hot
you
dog
suck on it.
asshole is not your
Joe.
concern. I don't know why you're so
Joe.
worried about my hot dog asshole.
What the
Because
fuck
I
is
want to know
happening?
about
I
your
put
hot
my
dog
Aren't you
headphones
ass.
back
married?
in
Aren't
here.
you married? Why are you fantasizing about other men's assholes? What the fuck is
wanna-
wrong with
I
that?
wanna rape you.
Oh, so you're a cheater. Oh, so you're
But I wanna
supposed to
rape
just
you.
divorce you.
But I want
I
to rape
want
you.
to
Rape
rape
isn't
you.
cheating.
Okay.
Your husband should just divorce you
man.
because you want to rape other people, and the only person
Because
who
I-
should be raped is you
Are
because
you
you will never
jealous?
experience true
Wait,
love in your
you
life.
want me for yourself?
You get
You want me to
secondhand
divorce
love.
my husband so I can rape you personally every day?
That's not what I said. Why don't you
But
open
that
those
is what
fucking
you said.
cabbage
But that
ears?
is what you
No.
said. You said that you hope my husband divorces me so I can come over and rape you.
No, I said I hope your husband
But that is what you
divorces
said.
you because
But
you're
that
a
is what you
cheater
said.
and you're
You
fantasizing
hope that I come
about
over and
men.
rape you.
See, you could keep talking over me, but that doesn't dismiss what I'm
wanna-
saying.
Do
See,
you
this
want
is
my
what
husband
women
to
do.
rape
They
you
just
too?
yap over men. They just yap
can
over
ask
men
my
and want to be
husband
No, you
to
sound.
Both.
I don't think you sound like you wore braces.
You
Joe,
wanna
did
get
you wear
raped?
braces?
But
Sure.
he makes commonplace fucking comments about your dumbass husband. You're not the fucking victim. I know you've got plenty of people on your side who are gonna pretend you are, but you're not. You were objectively in the wrong on that situation, and I'm not gonna fucking sweep for you, or I'm not. Like, I'm just not.
I'm not asking you to sweep. I'm not asking anything.
That's what it
like
feels
that.
like. That's what it feels like because you've been so anti talking about this, and it's so annoying because it's like
I don't
I'm
wanna
not
talk
going
about
to engage. Byrne, I'm not going to engage in this cabal-y bullshit fucking behavior where we don't talk about something because it's your friend. Like
I'm
I'm
not-
not. If this was
Because
anybody
it was
else, we'd
already
be talking
talked
about it.
It was already talked about.
Not by us. It was talked about on Flatley's stream, one of which is not even up anymore.
Why? Why does he just take down streams?
I don't know, but it wasn't discussed by us. It wasn't discussed by you, the person who this happened on. It's happened on your stream.
Yeah, and I felt bad and I apologized to her for this.
You apologized to her.
To feel to be mad.
500 more.
I've had 4 drinks. I don't scream. I'm screaming.
You better
because
clip
you're
this.
being so fucking
Well, who brought up
annoying.
drinks, dude? You offered that energy up. You offered that information up.
I
Yeah.
came here to talk to Byrne, and you're coming in here and getting mad at me for doing something that Byrne told me to do.
I've had 4 drinks, guys. I'm not mad. I've had 4 drinks, guys. I swear to God, I'm not mad, but I'm yelling and screaming. But I'm not mad. I'm not yelling and screaming.
Can't wait for you to like rehear this conversation.
I'm going to
To
rehear it and not think
understand
twice
that
about
you
it.
came in here and started yelling at me while you muted me, and then wouldn't let me talk, and then started talking about my husband. Like,
Wait.
what? Oh, I don't understand what you mean. How am
I'm
I
gonna
a cunt?
I'm gonna guarantee you're
I'm
gonna
a
look
cunt
back.
because
You're
you
gonna
had
look back.
to go and listen to something that you consented to listen to. I just want to understand that, Joe. You came in here with your own free
Jesus
will,
Christ, are you
listened
still
to
fucking
a
talking?
stream, and then called into the stream
Okay,
and were like crying about it.
Has
I
she
wanna
not stopped
understand.
talking? When I first joined, she's
Your
reading
stream.
over everybody, not letting anybody else speak, and now she's doing it again. Byrne, why
Yeah.
do you associate with retards like this who think that because you're streaming, they have to be a public presence?
I have to be.
I mean,
okay.
I asked
So
him to
because
read it.
Byrne told me to call in, I think that I have to be a public
Byrne
presence.
tells you to call in, so what you do is proceed to take over his whole stream, reading over everybody, which, by the way, you can see the moment I joined, everybody says, hey, Joe, I'm quiet, and you're still fucking yelling and screaming,
Yeah.
reading, and then I said, does this bitch not shut up?
I just want to
And then
understand
you got
what the
upset.
actual problem is. Like, what is your actual problem?
I made a joke at your expense and you didn't like it.
What joke? I don't remember the joke.
I called you a bitch and said, do you ever shut up, and then you didn't like it.
Well, is that a
Why
joke?
would I not like that?
Why wouldn't you
Wow.
like that? Because it hurts your self-ego. It's the exact reason why we've been talking this whole time. Every time I try to speak and
What
give
if-
you an
Joe,
answer,
what if I
see,
did
you
like
do it.
that
You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now. I was explaining, and you
Joe-
cut me off and interrupted
Joe,
me.
I did
It's
like
because
that.
you gotta
I
be.
literally said
You
I
gotta
would
be
make
the center of
it turned me
attention.
on.
Wow, you made
No.
a rape joke like every other fucking person who's ever been on one of Byrne's live streams or my
what if
live
I
streams or
would?
Flatley's live streams. Oh
I
my
built
goodness, let's give you attention. Let's give you attention.
You
And then when
called
you
in to
start
give me
screaming,
attention, Joe.
I called in because Byrne's my buddy.
To give
Did you apologize
Yeah.
to Joe?
Why do I need to apologize to Joe?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm actually serious. Why do I need to apologize to Joe?
Did you rewatch that stream?
The only thing that happened
Like, I'm
was like
genuinely
Red Hood.
flabbergasted. I'm actually genuinely flabbergasted if you think that he was somehow more in the wrong than her throughout that whole situation.
I don't run my streams like this anymore. I don't run my streams like it's some like big like drama fucking.
That's not what I'm
event.
asking you. You said that you apologized to her, but you haven't
Yes.
apologized to Joe. Which why? Because okay,
Because
people
he
are gonna
was
say
not
I'm
really
being biased here.
effective. I mean, Joe can hold his own. She felt
Okay, but
like
we're gonna hold him to this standard because he said a kill yourself joke, which is super commonplace in this fucking space. But it's fine for
I don't
Midna
think
to call him a rapist and
sure.
talk about
There's
raping
obviously like
him
a
several times.
hypocrisy there.
She
I'm
also
not gonna,
talked about his mom and dad too, by the way, in there. So like, what? Like
yeah,
what?
obviously I'm gonna be biased in her favor. I don't think
Why?
this should have happened. I don't think this should have happened at all on my
Why are you
stream
biased in Midna's favor?
because she's a very good friend of mine, just like Joe.
Is it
She
okay?
was
So if Joe is a
affected
good friend
more
of
than
yours, then why are you biased? How is she affected more by a situation that she caused,
was the
Byrne?
way she was talking to me, and it was very it was really
So she
concerning.
guilt tripped you. So she
No,
guilt tripped you after the fact.
there was no guilt
No, Byrne,
tripping.
it's
Do
guilt
not
trip.
say that.
She guilt
It's
tripped.
not
No,
guilt
no,
tripping.
no. She
It's
guilt
no,
tripped you after the
No,
fact.
hold
There's
on,
not.
So you
No, no,
felt
no.
bad.
Order,
There's
chill,
no guilt
chill,
tripping.
chill.
That's exactly what it is. Because
No, it's
in
not
reality,
guilt tripping.
anybody who watched that fucking stream who is not biased towards Midna is gonna see that and go, she was
Yeah,
obviously
did she act?
in the
Did she
wrong.
act stupid? Yeah, I think she acted in a very poor manner, but she already
Right.
acknowledges
Joe
that
is my rapist. Joe's my rapist. I
yeah,
want
she
Joe to rape
acted in a
me.
poor manner while intoxicated.
Who gives a fuck? I'm sorry. In no realm am I going to excuse somebody being drunk on stream for that behavior, and you know that. You know that. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to add Minute to my fucking alcoholic list right along with K-Huck. So there you go. No, I'm sorry. Don't get drunk and go on stream. If you don't want to be fucking content, don't put yourself in the fucking content.
Damn.
I agree. I mean, I'm not disagreeing on that factor, but
I just don't
my streams
understand how you
are
can.
not that
I
ran
don't
that way.
understand, Byrne. It's not about how your streams are run. That's just what happened. You didn't
And it
have any
shouldn't have
control over this
happened.
situation. Yes, sure, but it doesn't make any sense to me that you're more Team Midna in this situation than Joe. Like, we could just objectively say they're both in the wrong, but from what you're saying,
They
it's
are.
clear you don't. But what you're saying, Byrne, conveys a different thing. What you're saying conveys that you believe he's more in the wrong than her, which is like. And honestly, I don't even think that that's accurate. I think she's more in the wrong than he is because she started a majority of that. Like, she even goes on to say how she intentionally kept reading over Joe while he was trying to talk.
I asked.
And she herself didn't think it was funny, but she kept doing it for some reason.
I will stop.
What the fuck is
okay?
this? What the fuck
Thank
is?
you. I do
only
appreciate
kept going because Joe came in here and was like
Jesus.
horny.
that. Was
I'm not
really
sure.
funny, by the way.
No, it
Wait.
wasn't funny. I actually only
Where's the
did it
arms?
because Joe came in here and started crying. So that's why I kept going.
Yeah, no, that's why it was funny.
No, I mean, sure,
I don't like.
but it
I love
wasn't
Joe.
funny. you
I
know?
love Joe.
But then, well, she did call back later and did it again. That's because she asked if she could do that, and I said
Because
yeah.
she was
What the
coping.
fuck was?
She was coping, yes. Yeah, I get it. She made a fucking absolute moron of herself, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that she did that, but again, it shouldn't have happened.
So what should the alternative have been, Byrne? Should Joe just like for future reference, Joe just like don't call into my streams? Is that
No,
what we're
I
going-
never said that. I never said that he shouldn't call me.
Okay, but like, what's the
But my streams
alternative, Byrne?
my
Because there
streams
was
are not
nothing
run
you
like
could have
that.
done. You keep saying that, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. It means nothing.
In what way?
It doesn't. My streams aren't run that way. It doesn't mean anything. Your streams are not run in any particular fashion. It just is what it is. Like,
Yeah, if it happens,
your
it
stream
happens.
is on the
It
fly.
shouldn't have happened.
Exactly. Your streams are on the fly, and that's what happened in that stream. So you can't say that your streams aren't run that way when there's no particular order to how your streams are run.
Sure.
I just think you're being very unfair to Joe for whatever reason. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. And I think if anybody wants to watch the stream that I'm referring to, it's going to stay unlisted, but I will send you the link if you ask me for it. So
Yeah, I'm not unlisting it.
I see. Okay.
I'm not gonna delete it either.
I mean, and you wonder why I'm saying that this is like some cabal bullshit behavior, because this is exactly what they would do for their friends too. Just because she's your friend doesn't mean she's infallible and she can't have criticism.
I wasn't comfortable with that on my channel. I wasn't comfortable with it at all.
Okay.
I was in the big group chat that got leaked saying that maybe I should unlist this. This is not
Mhm.
particularly cool.
What is specific were you uncomfortable with in that stream?
The way how I mean, because I'm okay with Spurk fights happening on my stream, but I'm not okay with two people yelling at each other. Well, at all actually.
Okay.
I'm not. This is not a turd island.
Mm.
This is where people should be able to come into my streams with a rather openly safe mind.
Sure.
And it didn't come
You
back.
don't think that you don't have any content behind you that may contradict that?
In what way?
I mean, Dan, anybody? Like,
Well, I mean,
many
that's
clips
not
from
to say
Dan
you couldn't
yelling
have.
and screaming.
No, hold on. I mean, that's not to say he couldn't have changed his opinion. Like maybe before
This was
that was a little
recent.
more
This was all
permissible.
recent.
Well,
This
the
was
dance
all
stuff-
very
the
recent.
dance stuff's
Shiny.
If the dance stuff is being used against me, that's stupid because Dan called in.
It's
Again,
not about it being
he
used.
caused that.
Again, it's not about
He
it being
did
used
that.
against you. Exactly. It's the
called-
same
he did it
situation.
himself.
He did it to himself. Exactly. It's the same fucking thing that we are talking about in regards to Midna. She did it to herself by going on your stream and acting a drunken fucking fool and talking over everybody. And then when she got treated the same way, she pissed and moaned and cried about it and played victim.
Don't do blood sports if you can't handle blood sports, bitch. Go back to bragging about the fact that you have a husband.
I didn't come in here for blood sports. I came in here to talk to my friend Byrne. What
Yeah.
the fuck? You came in here and started yelling at me. What do you mean you can't handle blood sports? You
I
fucking
yelled at
pussy.
I yelled
No,
at you because when I
stop
came in,
talking
you
over
what?
me, you
I'm
dumb
gonna
cunt.
you did the same
Holy
thing to me.
shit. No,
You
I
did the same
haven't.
thing to
I've
me.
been letting
Yes,
you
you have.
talk.
Go back and
I'm
you,
so fucking done. I'm so fucking Byrne.
You're
and you need
mad.
to understand, this guy is a fucking liar and just as bad as Flatly. Okay,
I'm a liar and just as bad as Flatly, and you fucking ran. Get fucked, cunt. You ran. You ran. You ran. I'm a liar and just as bad as Flatly. What does Flatly have to do anything with that? That's my friend. What, is there a problem with Flatly now all of a sudden?
It's the exact same thing. It's just it's a person that you like more than Dan.
No, not really. I find Dan and her at the same level.
that take's gonna age, I'm sure.
In what way?
I can just imagine Midna when she hears that, because I'm sure she'll be offended by it. But whatever.
Why? I hold my friends to a
Why?
very high
Because
standard.
Dan is a fucking weirdo freak spurb. That's why. Midna doesn't
Yeah.
view herself that way. She views herself as above that.
But it's in my eyes as friendship, and she can think that, but it's in ways of my friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Dan is same with Chthonic at the time.
You're just not
day
gonna concede,
one.
right? So you're just not gonna concede, right?
No, I mean what she did was wrong. She shouldn't have said the things she made herself a lightning rod, but I can still say that I didn't like it happen.
So we're gonna disregard everything you just said, and then whatever you're saying after the but is actually what you think.
What? In what way?
Because that's how that works.
It's not always how it works. You could just be adding on.
It is. No, it actually usually is how that works.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people use the word "but" when they should really be saying "and." It's a better placeholder.
Again, but if his thing goes into but and Joe XXY, like that's my whole point here. Is it seems like Joe for some reason is getting like more of the fucking heat here, which is ridiculous because Midna realistically she started it. Like, hey, you asked her to read this thing? Okay,
Yes.
so why didn't she stop when Joe came into the call and everybody was saying hi to Joe? Why didn't she take the moment to read the room and stop then? Because Joe had joined. But instead she kept reading over everybody, not allowing Joe any time to speak or say anything to anybody. Because, Byrne, some people don't want to have to yell over other people to talk.
Yeah, that's the problem with Senna. Sometimes he goes a little bit like that as well.
It's not
But-
about Senna.
No, I'm
This
just
is
saying. I'm
not
giving
about
an
Senna. This is
I'm giving
about
an example.
specifically Midna. I understand.
I'm
but
giving
Senna was
an
also
example.
on that stream. Specifically, we are discussing Midna's behavior in this.
I
stream.
understand, but I'm giving an example of someone else also does it, but is still around. If you think I'm making weak arguments, then that's I guess fair enough.
I
I'm
do.
not.
I absolutely do.
I don't think so.
No, Byrne, what I think is that I think you didn't want to discuss this whatsoever, which
You're right, I
is
didn't.
frustrating to me. Exactly, which is frustrating to me because if this was literally anybody other than fucking Twillamina, you would be talking about it. And I just really hope that you realize that you're engaging in the same behavior that we regularly condemn.
But why is that
That's
condemned,
the
though?
same behavior.
Hold on, I'm just
Because
curious. Like,
we exist in the commentary community, and there are a lot of bigger creators in this space who do the same thing. They won't talk about the bad things that their very much large creator friends do because they're friends with them, right? Which is unacceptable for people who are their living is criticizing people, and they're blatantly ignoring bad behavior from their friends because they're friends.
I mean,
And I refuse to accept that behavior. I'm sorry. No.
I would say you don't
That's
have to
cabal
speak on
bullshit.
everything that your friends do. Like, if Byrne went out and just, like, fucking stabbed 30
No, but
people,
but that's
I'd
the
just be like,
difference
alright,
between.
well, he stabbed 30 people. Not my problem,
That's
but...
the difference. Sure, but that's the difference between like content creator and your average everyday Joe. It's like the people that I'm referring to are big streamers. We're talking about people who have like fucking,
They're still
1K
people,
plus
though.
viewers.
I
It
mean, they're
doesn't
still
matter.
just people.
It's their living. That's what they do for a living. And if they turn their shoulders when it's their friends who are doing the very blatantly bad things, it makes them look unreliable and untrustworthy. Because, hey, if someone's really your friend, they should be able to take criticism. They should be able to accept when they've done something wrong.
I mean, that's on them. That's not really on the friend, though. Or, sorry, that wasn't very clear. What I mean is, like, that's not on the content creator to speak on what their friend is doing. They like, you shouldn't be compelled to talk about certain things. Or, and you shouldn't be compelled to not talk about certain things. You should be able to just express yourself however you please.
I think especially if it's happening, like, explicitly on your stream, then there may be some culpability there to discuss it. And Byrne has experienced this before in the past. He's had shit like this happen before. Well, much worse than this, to be clear, because he had some fucking bullshit that happened like a year ago or something where he walked away from his stream and some person was sitting there fucking talking about Lolly. And guess what? Byrne had to fucking take ownership of that. He had to say, hey, no, like, this guy is... He had to take on. He had to talk about it. There's no not talking about it, and that's my issue.
I had to talk about it because
people
were accusing me. I mean, I had to talk about it because people were accusing me of being a pedophile, and
Sure.
See, that's a bit different, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it really. It's
that,
really not.
basically, I was
in
like
this
flamenco.
Space, it's not. In this space, it's not that different.
That's completely different because that's not.
It's not. In this space, it's not.
Oh,
That's just a general comparison.
Lolly and pedophilia are
because that's accusations specifically targeted at Byrne, which he's not that type of person. And what you're referring to in this situation is just two people arguing. It's not exactly the same thing.
I think
one of those activities is quite illegal.
Well, first of all, I'm not trying to say it's exactly the same thing. It's literally just an example. That's just like one of the few examples I can think of where Byrne has been in a situation like that where he has to defend himself for something that happened on his stream. I'm sure there's like other times where stuff has happened on his stream that's a lesser evil than that. You know what I mean? Like it's just
screaming
an example.
the N-word.
Yeah.
There are times, but I never have to like talk about it. I think this happens.
Yeah, well, that's because it's just like normal, but.
Yeah, Skelly's gonna get banned next time. Unironically, gonna get banned. Reese, you're pretty quiet.
Yeah. Does anybody else have anything to add in here? Because like I just, I think I've basically said everything I can really say about this.
I was letting you guys kind of go at it. I'm not gonna lie, but no, I'm not even gonna lie. I may be a bit biased because I like Midna, but I also like Joe. But I think that typical fence sitting Reese, I know, but both of them were both so fucking retarded to go on and just start screaming at each other. Yes, I know that there was high defenses, I get that, but it's just been blown out of fucking proportion. It's just two people fucking rowing when they're drunk. It doesn't matter that fucking much, guys. Like, it's not that deep.
True.
I mean, it does matter to these people though, which is why Midna after the fact went on to go and have private conversations about this and etc because it did actually matter to her that she made a fool of herself publicly.
It also goes for her. That absolutely does go for her as well. Like, it seems like, listen, at the end of the day, this is just two fucking drunk people just having a fucking spurg fight. At the end of the day, it's not really much different than what most spurg fights are like in the community, just with less alcohol, to be quite honest.
And all over
Like,
the UK.
Listen, honestly, yeah. It's not. Everyone has just
like
fucking.
I said though, I don't think being drunk is an excuse, and I don't think it's an excuse.
I don't think it is as an excuse, but I feel like when you're fucking drunk, obviously you're gonna say more fucking retarded shit, and that's not an excuse. You just got to fucking just kind of I agree with that. Like you just got to fucking own it and just kind of like I say, like it's kind of been blown out of proportion so much that like we're doing a fucking recording on this now when it could have easily just been kind of just moved on. And again, this goes for both sides. I mean, I don't know if Joe said stuff behind the scenes. I can't speak for that or anything. From what I've heard, Midna saying stuff behind the scenes, like, listen, everyone just needs to just fucking chill the fuck out. Have a doob.
My perspective about this is just that, like, if it were me in this position, absolutely nobody would move on, and it would be content for a fucking month. It would be content for a fucking month, and that would be the case for literally anybody else. You don't know my lore. That would be the case for literally anybody else in this space that is not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my biggest issue, is that the absolutely trying to avoid this conversation simply because you are friends with this person. I dislike that. Again, that's behavior that I personally regularly disavow in the community.
Yeah.
And I'm going to uphold that standard in every situation, including this one.
Do you know, I actually kind of feel like this is a relatively difficult conversation to have, which is maybe why it's a good idea that Shiny is here, which I never thought I'd say that in my fucking life. Because like both me and Byrne, I would say we're kind of a little bit we're more biased towards like Midna in this way. You're obviously more biased towards Joe. Like it's a bit difficult to kind of see what like the kind of behind the friendship kind of rose tinted glasses, I guess.
I'm not even that close to Joe, by the way. Like I like Joe. He's a friendly acquaintance to me, but I'm not even that close to Joe. I just feel like there's no way you're gonna watch what went on in that stream and somehow come out with Joe being like the worst person in that situation. And so it's not even Byrne, right? Like this goes for Midna too, because Midna clearly believes that Joe was worse than her in that situation. And I strongly urge her to give that a watch back and think about her actions, because that's not the case. You were an absolute fucking retard on that stream. You made a complete fool of yourself. You sat there and called Joe a rapist and said that you wanted to rape him several times. Like, you're a fucking weirdo, bro. You're a fucking weirdo. And, don't get on stream if you're drunk. Don't get on stream if you're drunk.
I like drinking and then streaming. That's actually most of my
you're
streams
different,
I'm drunk
though.
as shit.
You're different, though.
I did have a drunk birthday stream and I got absolutely fucking plastered. And that stream is unlisted, but I don't think I did anything that fucking nuts.
Exactly, because you know how to handle yourself when you're drinking.
Like, at the end of the day, I knew
7% alcohol.
I knew that when I woke up in the morning after drinking almost an entire bottle of vodka, I thought, maybe I shouldn't be like having this.
Can you
a whole bottle of vodka. Yeah, get fucked, Shiny. Fuck your mum. Fuck your mum. Fuck your mum.
Wait, a whole bottle? Are we talking about like a quart or like
wait,
half gallon?
I have the bottle literally like next to me.
A what, Shiny, bro? What is this word you're speaking of?
What's it say?
35 water for me.
It's not even that fucking big. 35 milliliters. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, Reese, can you say bottle of water for me real quick?
Yeah, 35 milliliters. Apparently, it's not that much, but.
Hold on, Reese. Can you please say the phrase "bottle of water" for me?
Kill yourself, faggot.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You know, the UK got a weird way of saying "bottle of water."
That's how I'm going to say it from now on.
Jesus Christ. Jesus, guys. Jesus. Shiny, you're such a son
At
of
the
a-
end of the day, since you guys asked me to be a judge / mediator, I'm gonna have to say, shiny W all day.
I hate you
Oh my
so
God,
much.
so
I agree. I would
I
much
have
rather give you the
zero-
W than Midna. So fair. I'm good. I'm cool with that. Go ahead.
I have zero idea who the fuck, like, what happened, and I don't really know who these people are, to be honest with you. I'm gonna just say,
Question,
two-
Shiny, did you even fucking watch the stream?
Nope.
No, he doesn't
Anyways,
watch
two
this
shits
like
in a.
No, I didn't.
All I see here is two shits in a toilet, and yeah.
They both
I think
gotta
you can
be
just flush
flushed.
it.
That's
Flush it.
true. That's true.
Okay.
And just move on. Don't even
True.
wipe. Don't even wipe, bro.
Oh, okay,
Go
maybe not
commando.
that bad. Oh man.
I just feel like, there has to be at least some form of resolution between Byrne and I in this situation, because I really feel like you're being unfair to Joe. Like, that's just what it comes down to for me. And you already know this because we've talked about this privately as well. I think you're being unfair to Joe in this situation. I don't know why. I don't know what the reasoning is for it. Like I said, I asked you to rewatch that stream again and take off the biased lens, whatever. But I just feel like you're being unfair to Joe. That's all. I feel like everything you've had to say about it more so condemns him than what Midna did.
Byrne, would this be true? Do you condemn one over the other?
Do I? Oh, I hate you so much.
That's all I'm asking.
Do I condemn? Do I condemn
It's
one
really,
over the other?
it's
Over
about
the
his
other?
wording of things, but
I think both of them did bad. I'm just biased towards men.
Sounds like a fair take.
okay. Joe W.
I-
Anyways, Joe owns
I
his
mean-
little bro, so
I mean, me and Joe are good. Me and Joe have talked about it. We're fine. We still talk.
that's
all
true.
Day.
I know Joe's take. He also thinks he won, which he is correct. So get fucked, whore.
It's fine. And you guys, I respect the opinions of others. I'm not.
Shut up,
Except
you fucking
pedophiles.
bitch.
When it comes-
Shut the
when it
fuck
comes-
up,
when it
you
comes to-
respect other people's opinions.
Okay, dude. When it comes to this situation, I respect your opinion about it. I respect Joe's. I respect others that have other takes as well.
Fair. Yo, Byrne
and
on
Midna?
his Vinland Saga arc.
Midna, if you're watching, I just want you to know that I only forced them to cover this because you acted like an absolute troglodyte to me for no good reason. And we didn't have to do this if you weren't an absolute waste of space fucking cum dumpster.
Damn.
But we're doing it. So.
Okay.
No. What you're not gonna do is censor my speech about a fucking nasty ass hoe who called me a fucking weirdo when she's going around calling dudes rapists and talking about raping guys. Like, nope. Mm-mm. I don't go around talking about raping people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Nope.
I mean,
You know what?
alright.
I'll give her a clippable moment. I did rape fucking Byrne in this discussion, but regardless, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I just think everyone's acting fucking retarded. Like, does Joe care? Does Midna care? Who the fuck cares? If they what
True.
is their fucking take on it? Like, for real?
What color
Does
is
Joe
their
actually
Honda
care?
Civic?
I think I genuinely, and this is why I've come to this position, because I genuinely believe that Midna thinks she's a victim in this situation. From everything that she's had to say, everything that she said in that stream leads me to believe that she genuinely thinks she's a victim in some way. And that could not be further from the fucking truth. Like, if you can't handle the fucking blood sports and back and forth, don't get on stream.
That is
Don't
true.
do it. There's
I mean,
plenty
that
of
is
times where
fair.
there's plenty of times when I've been put in that situation, and guess what? I didn't go on that fucking stream. If you can't handle it, don't go on the fucking stream. Plain and simple. Don't sit there and make a fucking retard of yourself.
Or do for content. Or do. Go right
But
ahead.
exactly, that's my point. She's not about that though. She's not about that life, which is exactly why she thinks she's a victim in this situation. Because she's not actually about the content.
Well, maybe she
She's
is a
an
victim.
orbiter.
Maybe she's a victim
She's
of
not.
retardation.
She's an orbiter. Yeah, that's true. She's an
You didn't let me
orbiter and
finish.
she's a
Fuck.
chatter and she should stay there. That's what I'm saying.
Fair.
Okay,
I'm
what-
trying to be a, I'm trying to be a
wait,
victim
what-
to
what-
some big
what did
booty
it-
bitches.
Oh my god. Well, not Minna then, because she said she was skinny on that stream, and you know what? I'm gonna take her word for 100% fact, just like
Damn.
Byrne.
God damn.
I don't think he
Wait,
does
what?
all that.
You know what, Shiny? You shut up, you
So-
fucking bitch. You're not a mind reader, so you shut the fuck
I
up,
am
okay?
a mind reader, in fact. You know what?
Nobody
you know what Byrne's
asked.
thinking about right now? You know
No,
what
what am
Byrne's
I
thinking about right now? Some
am I
tasty
thinking
ass
about right now?
pizza.
So true. That took an
See?
hour to get here.
See?
More
I
than
knew
an
exactly what
hour.
was on his mind.
More than
By
an
the-
hour, because
by
you
the
said
way,
that
they're
you...
like- By the way, they're like 5 minutes away. I just didn't want to get in my car, and it took them an
Oh
hour.
my
to
god,
get
you're
here.
such a lazy cunt.
You're right. I actually could have saved myself an
like
hour.
an hour and a half. Like an hour and a
Wait,
half.
Byrne,
yeah,
is
I
it the
think
same
it was
place
an
we
hour
went to
and a
for
half.
your birthday?
No, completely
Ah,
different.
okay. I see.
What is a
Actually-
margarita pizza? What?
You,
That's
you
just-
have
Bro, you
no
don't know
idea.
what a
You
margarita
have no
pizza
idea
is?
what margarita pizza is?
That's
No,
crazy.
I've never had that.
What?
I mean, not missing out on much, but damn.
I've never
Shocking you
had
don't
it.
know what that
Awesome.
is.
Pizza ever, bro. It's the best pizza ever.
I just make pizza at home myself.
hell
like what?
Yo, no
Jealous.
Diddy, but Meat Lover's Pizza is the best. All right, no Diddy. I want extra meat on my pizza.
Okay,
A woman?
No
I
Diddy.
agree
I
with
said
that
no
one.
Diddy like 3 times. All right.
A woman that cooks? Disgusting. Couldn't fucking be me. That's
true.
everything. That's what I just heard. So
What? What?
Nothing.
How do you extrapolate that from my statement? What kind of mental fucking gold Olympic gymnastics do you be doing?
I'm mentally ill. I'm mentally ill. Welcome to the BPD club, buddy.
One, I didn't ask.
Didn't know you were
2,
signing up for that. I don't care if you asked. You're here, so you're getting it.
True.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, yo, what do you mean I'm getting it?
Your
Hey, yo,
profile
pause.
picture looks like a butthole, by the way.
Yo, are you sicking Diddy on me?
Whoa.
The fuck you mean I'm getting it? Oh, hey, yo.
Your profile picture looks like a butthole.
I'll have you know.
No
this is the
Midna.
finest-
No Midna, but it looks like a butthole. Is all
I'll
I'm
have
saying.
you know this is the finest work of art that ever came out of MS Paint.
Yeah, you found a camel.
Is that what? What actually is that supposed to be?
It's a
Please
camel wearing
explain.
sunglasses.
How the fuck
Is
is that
it
a camel? That looks
actually?
like a bearded ginger
Oh,
fuck.
how's
Yeah,
that
it
a
does not
camo?
look like that.
Silence.
God.
Silence, Brit.
Oh my god. Dude, Reese is just getting so much hate tonight. Holy fuck.
Look,
Reese is a
Wow.
W.
it's
okay?
not because
Reese
you're a
is
bad
W.
person. It's because you're not a person. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
What?
Oh my
Says the guy with a
god.
fucking the guy with a camel ass as his profile
Man.
picture. Shut up, bitch.
Oh,
You're just
damn.
upset because I got a better camel than you got camel toe.
I got,
wanna
I
hear
got,
it.
I got.
Oh my god, dude, you're evil. You're so evil, bro.
Cardi, my evil twin. Cardi, my evil twin.
Cardi, my evil twin.
No.
Hello.
Put
Hi,
in-
hello.
put in
I am the
good
editor,
credit.
and I'm guess what? I'm not gonna do it. So fuck you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Shiny. This one's not made. This is not gonna be edited by my
You know
other
what?
editor,
Fine,
my
I'll do it
stream
myself.
editor.
You know what? I'll do it
Okay,
myself.
dude. Are you
Okay.
I'll edit it
recording?
myself.
Are you
I
I
live?
got you.
Good luck with that. Good
But
luck with that.
why? Why would you edit
Because I'm
it
petty.
yourself?
All right. This is what you all don't know about me. I am petty. I will go
You
through
actually
extreme
can't.
lengths.
I have a bunch of clips that I have to add in, so no, you
I
cannot.
am going to go through extreme lengths just to prove a point. Even though it would be much
Oh,
easier
like-
to just move about
Wait,
move
what was
about
the
my own
song?
life.
What was the song that you wanted?
Good credit.
Okay.
By,
By who? By who?
By Playboy Cardi and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, Shiny, since I have you, I'm curious. I was trying to remember where these lyrics came from, and I know that as soon as I hear it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's so obvious. Where did the useless as Rapunzel with dreadlocks? What song did that come from?
No idea.
What? You don't know
I have no
either?
idea what you're talking
Oh my
about.
God, bro.
I thought that was just some guy saying that in my fucking chat.
No, it's actually like I know for a fact that it's like a lyric in some
don't you look
in
it
a
up,
rap, but I don't remember what it is
No.
because I'm too lazy. Why would I do that?
All right, what was it lyric? I'll look it up for you then.
Why? Why are you being a goddamn cock, bro?
As
Jesus, Tim.
useless as
Because I'm
Rapunzel
also
with
kind of
cornrows.
curious. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's Easy E.
No, I don't think. Hmm.
Oh, Eminem.
Oh
from
yes,
fucking Rap
yes.
God.
Okay,
That's crazy.
okay. Yep. Now I remember. Okay, yeah. Now I feel dumb. Okay.
Your point, this is Rapunzel with fucking cornrows. You like normal, fuck being normal. And I just
Well, I'm glad I know now.
Damn. Damn.
Wow, we all figured that out. Look at that teamwork. At the end of the day, we may be, saying fighting and spurging it out, But that's teamwork right there.
Look at that. Wallsmashers teamwork.
Except for Reed's 'cause he's British.
God. What the fuck?
Dude. We
Yeah,
all know
there's-
deep
No,
there
down.
has to be a-
Johnny has
we gotta
to-
make a compilation of me just trashing on British people.
No,
super
I
cut.
like my good buddy Byrne. Okay, I'm just not gonna enable his cabali behavior. That's all.
What the fuck does
Yeah,
Kabali even mean?
Obviously, I'm
You'll
not,
figure it out.
Oh my
I,
god.
obviously, we can disagree on something, but the bridge will never be burned. You know, burning the bridge over this is retarded. Because in the end of the day, it's like,
Burn
no,
the
I think
bridge
one
10?
person's right, and okay, dude. Thank you, Himpleton. Thank you so much, Himpleton. Right, heal the world 10. Because he said that a lot in my DMs. Keep burning the bridge 10 because every single time I was like, you guys are gay. Like, yeah. No, we can obviously disagree with something. You think Joe's right. I think Midna's right. You have your reasons. And I'm not gonna lie, my reasons were rather lackluster as I didn't want to talk about this. But yeah, you believe one thing, I believe the other. We're still gonna be friends over it, and this is just like a disagreement.
To be clear, I do think that Joe could have whatever. Yeah, he was harsh, but I think that she absolutely got back what she was giving. So
Sometimes it happens that way.
don't be a woman on stream, Midna. Now you've learned your
yeah.
lesson, bitch. Stay in the fucking kitchen, whore, okay? And you'll be fine.
Nah,
Yeah.
Midna, it's a special. No, they get a special place on the stream. Okay.
Yeah, all right. I'm
with my
I'm shooting
apparent
for you,
harem.
Midna. I'm shooting for
With
you.
my
Don't
apparent
think
harem
I'm not
of
gonna come for
e-women.
you.
Well, I heard that
So
too. Like,
true.
I guess
Harem.
I guess I only talk to e-women. I simp for e-women.
So
I don't know where the fuck.
true.
I don't know where
I
the
mean,
fuck that came from.
They might be cooking. Hold on. Is there any
What do you
validity
mean?
to
They're
this
being- how are they
situation?
cooking, bro? I got accused that I was like simping for like Maggot, and then I dropped Maggot to simp for Midna. I have no idea where that came from. Like,
Wow,
what?
actually, given the context of this episode, true.
Maggot, I hear you're out of the house now. He's no longer simping for you. Is this true?
The fuck? When was he simping for me to begin with?
When wasn't he? What?
When wasn't
When
he?
that happened?
Are you serious? I'll be your new simp, Maggot. Don't worry. I've been married for 10 plus years.
The fuck up, bitch. Get away from me, freak.
How much money do I have? Freak.
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 You goddamn freak. Get the fuck away from me.
I'm from New England. Fuck you.
True and real, actually.
How was that? No, fuck off.
I'm on
This is-
board, actually.
That's not, get off
Wow,
the
like, what
fucking
the fuck,
ship.
if you
'cause
were
there's
simping
nothing
for
there.
me, you would have disagreed with me. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I'm Spawn Dial. Okay.
Who?
You're
Is that a
gonna
fucking
tell me about?
Pokemon?
Are you
What the
gonna
fuck
tell
is
me
a
about how I
spawn dial,
sexted a
bro?
pedophile for the millionth time? Like, what the fuck, bro?
No,
Yeah,
hold
dude,
on,
Johnny.
hold on. What the fuck is a spawn dial, bro? What?
Personally, I
Clip-
call him Spondike, but
Wait,
What?
Shiny. That has been clipped and sent to Spawn Dial. Who the fuck is Spawn Dial?
Bro, what is that? Is that
What the fuck is a
RPG
spawn
game?
dial?
Is it a fucking Pokemon? Is
Is
that a
a
fucking new
spawn
sex
dial?
toy? Like, what are you talking about? What is what?
Dude,
I'm so
kinda
lost.
great.
I'm
It's
so
kind of great that
fucking
he's not in
lost.
the know. Kind of great that he's not in the know commentary stuff. I kinda
Well,
like
well,
that,
Shiny,
actually.
this sex toy gets cucked by another sex toy named
Yeah,
Tomato
that's
Man,
why we call him
okay?
Spondike.
He just gets cucked all the time because he can't
Damn.
keep anything to himself. Anyway,
Damn.
anyway. Same with Assistant Sailor. But anyway.
Ooh.
Bro,
Is
that guy's
guy
like,
still
bro,
alive?
yeah,
He's still
bro, I
alive?
fucking retweeted Leia because like Leia's like calling him retarded, and he's like, obviously Byrne retweeted this, so he agrees. Can you? I'm gonna fucking blow your
Want
fucking
this
brains
dick?
out.
Girl, I know you want that dick. Girl, I'm Kendrick Lamar.
I'm gonna blow your brains
Oh,
out.
you knew. You knew what I was playing.
Great song. I love that song.
Yeah, but no, but
It's
Assistant,
from
yeah, fuck
Kendrick
off.
Lamar.
Yeah, Assistant Sailor was like calling like. It was so stupid because Leia called him like basically retarded. I liked and retweeted like I usually would. And he's like,
Mhm.
Byrne is like agreeing with Leia, so he needs to also be in this conversation. That's Byrne 10 retweeted. I extend the invitation to him as well. Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
out.
it's just
Zero
like when
likes, by the way.
It's just like when he
Zero
tried to go
likes, by the
after
way.
me for fucking like quote tweeting Fusion or something. He's a retard, bro.
No, you did it. The entire point of the video, Twitter video I made was to show how many times you shift the goalpost. Lamau. Show me the tweet where you made the valid argument as to why exactly it's fucked to post Bull Black's nudes, which I still think it is. And
Wait, why? That was a question? That
yeah,
it's
1
fucked to
out. What?
post them?
And because Leia goes, Sailor, I've addressed your responses to the Bulblax questions. It's just the standard of that satisfies your needs, and I'm not here to collar you. Like and retweet. Leia raped your fucking asshole. And how about you stream to 0 concurrence again? Anyway,
me and Leia followed each other on Twitter recently, so you know.
He doesn't follow me. Fuck. No way. Assistant Sailor, rape her now.
God damn.
What, bro? You're just you're just jealous, buddy. That's all it is. You're just jealous, dude.
Also, yeah, that was a joke. Jesus. But then he tweets. Then he tweets me again, but he tweets me again after Leia like openly blocks him because like again he's just being retardedly and annoying. I'll take this as not being able to find one. Invitation still stands at Byrne World 10 wants to take a shot at it. I'm not, bro. I liked and retweeted the fucking statement, and you're like,
oh my God. That reminds me. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to discuss this. The reason I know that I won and Midna is wrong is because he blocked me on Twitter. Yep, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So true, I guess.
You know I'm right. Shut the fuck up.
What is Zapti's bear? A fucking never mind.
What?
Bro, what?
Is that?
Excuse me, what?
I guess he's a no. That's not his bear. I thought it was
something went wrong. I can't see whatever that is you just posted.
Well, you probably don't want to know anyway.
Ooh, I want to know. I want to know. Give me the info.
Oh, no.
Give me the information.
Why is it not like
Byrne, what'd you just post?
Assistant Janny. What's this?
I mean, it is what it is. What the fuck? I don't know why it's not working. Did you block? I don't know. Well,
no, it just says it doesn't exist. Maybe did he delete it or?
You shouldn't. Oh no, I don't think he did.
You're working for me either.
I don't have him blocked, so.
No, nor do I.
Anyway, this would have to get cut out. There we go. What the fuck? Actually, why?
Yeah.
Actually, why? Actually, why? That's so. Sometimes Discord's gay as fuck, but yeah, he was just taking some victory lap and adding me into it because I liked and retweeted Leia, called him like a retard.
Oh, I can see this one, but like.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Why 0 likes? She has 0 likes, by the way. Why the fuck? Like,
yeah, no one likes him.
Why does this have anything to do with you? That what?
You know why? Because I was like, I was a devil. I'm an extreme rapist. I am Pablo Escobar's accomplice.
Clip that.
Yeah, I go around and I just completely demolish people. And the reason why I'm in this drama is because I simply dude, it's pathetic. I'm probably the worst of the worst.
And post.
All I did was like and retweet this, and he had a fucking mini meltdown since I retweeted it. I'm not gonna respond to you, fucking dumb retard.
Editor, put in
get
the
a mom and
Byrne.
Dad, pedophile.
Can you please stop talking about me like I'm not right here?
Hey, editor, you should put in the clip of Byrne the World 10 calling me a Puerto Rican and being
you're a fucking dumb
wrong.
Puerto Rican. Well,
where do I have to search for that at? What the fuck? I'm not searching for that.
I just said
it is.
No, I don't.
Oh, send it. All right, fine.
Send it, yeah, send it. I'll edit it.
I don't know why you gotta be and yeah, it's just trying to take you out of context, per usual.
Yeah, what do you got against Puerto Ricans, Byrne?
A lot.
Not my country, not my care.
What do you got against Byrne?
Oh my god!
You got a problem? You got a problem with Nigerians, Byrne?
I mean, yeah, I do. They should stay in their fucking
I'm gonna be honest. Nah. Hold on. I gotta get this off my chest. It's deep within my soul. All right. Anybody from a fucking island, they just gotta go, bro. The UK, Puerto Rico, the DR, all that shit gotta go. That shit just gotta go, man.
Thanks,
No,
Ryan.
Poppy, I know black. I'm Dominican. Like, bro,
Unintentional.
you're fucking
stray.
black, all right? Dominicans are black. Can we agree? Can we all agree on that one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, you never like met a Dominican and they're like, no, Poppy, I know black. I Dominican.
My man's is waiting for me. Are we gonna talk about Jstlk? Because we can talk about Jstlk really quick.
Nah, I'm not done with
I
this.
mean, other things to talk about, but it's fine. We can talk about how Jstlk skinned walked Destiny pretty hard, and it's e-sexting, well, e-dating Destiny's fallen e-whores.
Bruh.
Bro can never call Nick Deorio fat ever again. Bro is a fucking rotund circle.
Actually, you're incorrect because he's actually skinnier than Nick Deorio, provably.
He's still
second of all,
bro, this motherfucker's fat as shit.
Second of all, I'm not sure. Like, at one point he did skinwalk Destiny, but the thing is that he threw Destiny, regardless of whatever his intentions were.
Pause. What does skinwalk mean?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we're not explaining this, dude. We're not.
Does that mean he's like rubbing his cock on his lips or something? Like,
why
what
is
does that
Sean
mean?
even on this fucking podcast?
Because he's funny and you're not.
What
Anyway,
the fuck does
anyway.
skinwalk mean, bro? True.
It just means you're pretending
Bro,
to be a person that you hold in high esteem.
We couldn't even start this recorded episode because you just came in here being funnier than you, Reese. You just stayed quiet.
True.
What the
fuck? Okay, dude. All right.
I'm
It just essentially means it just means a person who like behaves in the same manner of somebody they're friends or close with or whatever.
So
somebody they like.
So like a social chameleon?
I guess. Yeah, I guess actually that might be the word.
Okay.
Big words. The assistant sailors say
Skinwalker is the common word that's used in the commentary space, which is why Byrne is using it. So, but yeah, that's probably correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
But I do agree with you that Jstlk did at one point skinwalk Destiny, but regardless of whatever his reasons were for distancing from Destiny, he did distance from Destiny, which was ultimately a detriment to him because most of his viewers came from the Destiny community. So him walking away from that, no matter what his reason was at the was ultimately a detriment to him in the end, which is why he has like no viewers now. So
and that's why
but he is no longer a skinwalker of Destiny.
I mean, like, yeah, skinwalker.
There's a lot of people you could apply that to. There's a lot of people you could apply that to.
But this guy is like 1-to-1 just walking down the Destiny DGD, the DGG fucking like pipeline of like I don't like BPD women, but tries to date them all. Is also according to Kelly Jean, he's extremely mentally ill, and I find it funny that this guy.
Okay, all right. I watch the same thing that you watch, buddy. All right, and that's not exactly what she said. She simply said that people were acting like Cherry was somehow like 100 times more mentally ill, and what Kelly Jean was saying is that they're on like equal playing fields of mentally ill, not that he's like extremely mentally ill or whatever.
He's still mentally ill.
But nobody takes it. Okay, but but that's the problem, right? Is like nobody takes into consideration that he is as well. Like everybody just makes a big deal that the woman is, and like whatever. Sexism. It's sexism, guys. That's what it is. It's sexism. Men can be mentally ill too. Okay.
See, they'll always call you a sexist, but never a liar. Think about that one.
I'm not gonna think about that. I'm not.
No, I'm lying.
You're such a dick.
What?
I don't know. I was just going along because you were retarded.
Yo, did you guys already go over the Hassan thing or not?
The Hassan, that wasn't even on the docket. What Hassan thing?
Like when he was showing off a gun on stream, being an absolute retard.
When was that?
You didn't know? Well, you 4th. Don't know? This is like that's
I
the whole.
Don't know. I don't watch fucking Hassan, you faggot.
I didn't watch him.
Wait. That's kind of weird because our first topic, we kind of went like it's basically an hour and a half of the Midna stuff, right? But the first topic the doc is Nick versus Dan, and that's all about the fucking Hassan doxing. And
Oh, is it
fucking
about Hassan? Well, he
Yes.
just said that Hassan
Oh.
showing a gun, not Hassan
Yes,
doxing, for the
Oh, yeah,
record.
yeah.
So
I mean,
Doxing
that was
and
all in the
showing the
same
gun.
clip, wasn't it?
Yes, it was on the same
Yeah,
clip.
okay.
Dan called. Dan's fucking retarded. The guy's fucking literally like a fucking.
he follows Byrne, by the way.
Very true. All the
Twitter.
retarded people.
I mean,
All the
there's a lot
people
of retarded.
apparently.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of retarded
people just
following.
also I hoard them all, and I
Retard fucking wrangler.
I'm a retard whisperer, okay? But that guy's fucking retarded because he's saying that Hassan was doxing because he pulled up a YouTube channel that had a name in it. To boo fucking who? If you put your full okay. If you put your full name in a YouTube channel and you make content, that's your fault.
True. Nah, 100%
That's your
true.
fault.
That
If
is
you
100%
put
your fault.
if you put Jimmy Jonga's YT and that's your full name,
Yeah. that's a
Hassan
choice,
didn't dox
yeah.
you. That's your fucking fault. And Dan's like, that's doxing according to the Twitch
That's-
TOS. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the Twitch TOS. Nick, sorry, Maggot. Nick did make a good point here. Then he should be able to take down everyone that's ever covered Nick Deorio on Twitch because that's his full name. If we want to go by
it's
Dan's
Nicholas,
standards of doxing.
True.
Look, my problem really with the situation has nothing to do with any of that. My problem is just that there's a bunch of people who are like fucking giving Nick the Glock 9000 because all of a sudden he has morals, and it's like, bro, this is like the bare minimum. You're doing the bare minimum here, and are we all just gonna collectively forget the last like however many months he's just been riding Ethan's cock relentlessly? Like I think all the skin is probably gone from Ethan's cock at this point from how long he's been riding it. Like I don't know, man. I just like I'm sorry, I don't care. He saw an opportunity to get back in with the RFC community, and he did it. That's what I think.
True.
Yeah. Because he was like,
so I did put all this in the Twitch channel Byrne server, but did you all see how they were trying to make it like racism? Because people reacted positively
why'd you put it
to.
in Byrne server? You gotta put it in this one, dude.
It's from a few days ago. That's why. But no, people
You
were
should put
trying
it in
to.
here.
I will. All right, I got you after this. But they were saying that it was like racist because everybody responded positively when like Critical pulled his gun out in a video to react to Sneeko.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he was actually like handling the shit properly. He wasn't fucking around with his gun and like dropping the mags out like a dumbass and pointing it at himself.
I remember that. That was such a great video.
Oh yeah, he was legitimately schooling Sneeko on the difference between a clip and a magazine. Hassan over here is just waving his fucking gun around, dropping the mag out like a dumbass, and then flagging himself multiple times. I don't see how that's racism because they're both fucking white
Stardust.
too.
That fucking brown dirty bitch, bro. The fuck, bro.
Who the fuck?
Oh my god.
Wait,
I'm sorry, I was talking about Stardust, sorry.
Bruh.
Dude.
Who are you, Jessica Pizzle?
I was gonna say,
bro,
Hassan
you
is
need to,
not
bro.
fucking brown.
No, I'm better and more based than Jessica Pizzle, actually.
What even happened
I think,
to her? Is she even still around?
She died. She overdosed from pills.
Was
so
it Fent?
true. We love the Fent.
Oh,
we
God.
done
No,
like that.
Vyvanse. It was Vyvanse.
So true. Oh, dude, did you guys see? Okay, back on Jstlk. Did you guys see like, Jstlk's community like basically accusing Jessica Pizzle for posting that picture of like doxing? Do you think that's doxing, or do you think that's a public picture that people found for? Because apparently she had multiple sources giving that picture, so obviously they pulled that picture from somewhere. So therefore, it's a public picture.
My understanding of it is that the picture actually originates from Destiny doxing Jstlk. So I suppose by that logic, then yes, it's a dox. And people, it's just gone through so many chains of communication at this point that it's like lost in translation. But from my understanding, it originates from Destiny doxing Jstlk. So yes, technically, yes, it would be considered a dox. Yeah.
But would you say that Jessica Pizzle doxed Jstlk? But that's what people are accusing.
I think if she reposted it, then she's culpable. I think she
posted
probably
the entire picture.
She should have done her due diligence and looked into it a bit more before she posted it.
Okay.
Fuck you, Jessica Pizzle. I hope you die, you fucking whore.
God damn.
Yeah, you have no idea, Shiny. You have no idea.
True.
You stepped
I
into
have
it.
zero
You
idea.
literally stepped
Wild.
into. You
This is
literally
wild.
stepped into. Yeah, you literally stepped into a world of shit. Okay.
It'd be like that.
Willingly, by the
Oh,
way.
so I stepped into New Jersey? Oh, hell no. Get me out.
Fuck no, bro. I live in Maine. Shut up.
So Shiny stepped in Maine. Anyway.
Maine is great. Maine is
Maine
great.
is
Okay.
alright. I've been there a couple times.
Low crime rate. Low crime rate, by the way.
I wonder why. I wonder
Not
why.
a lot of coloreds here. So
Wait, then how do you
Bro.
explain Appalachia, though? How would you
Wait.
explain Appalachia, though?
The trail?
No, I'm talking about just the whole mountain region where all the trashy, poor white people live.
That's not in Maine. That's not in Maine.
I know it's not,
But
they have
so why
high
do you want
crime
me
for
to
having
explain?
like all white people. You know what I mean?
I don't know. They ain't got nothing to do with us. What the fuck? Talking
I'm
about
just saying.
Maine, buddy.
Well, my main point is my African kings and queens gotta rise up and take the chains off their minds. Because we got a beautiful black queen in this call right now.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I am.
And
She
no, is a beautiful black queen.
I was talking about.
I'm not
Byrne.
black.
Byrne.
I'm not black.
Byrne. She
Oh.
is a nigga.
I am
By
not.
the way,
Stop, bro. I guess on that note.
burn the trans. That sounds like
Actually, I agree with that. Burn
What the
the
fuck?
trans.
Yo,
I'm dead. It is July. It is Disability Pride Month. Okay, so you fucking trans people.
No, hold on.
I'm
What
taking
the
so
fuck?
many fucking shots.
You have
tonight.
no
What the fuck?
Shiny. You have no idea.
What the fuck is a disability? Sorry, what? What month is it?
What is a disability?
No,
It's retard month, buddy. You should
Wait,
know.
wait,
It's
that's
all
not
for
what I
you.
mean. What month is it?
No, Shiny, you don't know. You
No,
do
I don't
not
know. No, what?
That's Shiny. This is probably the last thing we're gonna go with. Is this?
You said
That's Shiny.
it's
Disability
Pride Month.
Right.
Is celebrated every July.
Since
What is your
when,
disability,
bro?
Shiny?
Since
What is your
when?
disability, buddy?
Since when, dude?
Since when, bro?
Bro
What
said-
the
What
fuck?
disability do you have, Shiny?
None.
Tell us.
I'm a normal functioning human fucking being.
X to
He's
doubt.
obviously retarded.
He's sitting in this call right now. Big X to doubt that he's fucking
True.
normal. Okay, big
Oh
X.
my god.
So true.
Oh, big X.
What the fuck? So Disability Pride Month is that July?
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Before we do go though, I do have to just say that anybody who and Byrne, I know what you're gonna say. I'm not talking to you because we've already discussed this. Anybody who is saying that Jstlk is pulled a destiny or is destiny, you're retarded. Those are two completely different situations. Jstlk at no point recorded somebody doing sexual acts unconsensually. He just dated a crazy bitch and it ended badly. Like those two things they're not the same. They're not the same. That's it. That's all. I want to work that in there.
On that note, happy Disability Pride Month, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Midna L, fuck you, bitch.
Pedophile should die. Pedophile shouldn't live.
I agree. Fuck all pedophiles, including
So-
Midna, the biggest pedophile of all.
Oh my